Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Playing with Trains on a Wednesday evening, midweek. I hope you're all well. I hope that those of you who are watching have had a good week so far. Since the last time we met, I hope you've had a good week, good weekend, etc. We are into the midweek, so only a few more days left before we enter another weekend. Tonight we are exploring the Pennines once again, a Trans-Pennine Express, Northern Trans-Pennine, as it is in the game. As you can see on the title screen, we're doing the Pennines Pathfinder stream tonight. So we will be playing on the Trans-Pennine Way, and we will be undertaking a trip between Manchester, Victoria and Leeds. I'm just going to bring the export screen up so you can see what we're on. We currently have highlighted the 10:48 service between Manchester, Victoria and Leeds. That takes about an hour and 8 minutes, so we're going to get straight into it because it's going to limit the time we have to do another run. We'll see how we get on. But an hour and 8 minutes, we're going to go all the principal stations. We're driving a 47. It is a 47 from the Blackpool Branches add-on. So we get the added smoke effects from the diesel exhaust and everything like that. The intercity one. There we are, we're straight into it. We'll get the engine set up. There we are. Let's master key in. I'm doing it on the keyboard, it's just quicker that way. AWS. We'll do the AWS anyway, but it doesn't actually, I don't think it really works on this route. We do have a second man, or second woman this time around with us. So there is that. She's there to keep an eye on things for us in case we miss it. I don't know if the chat is even working. If you are watching, and you're new to the channel, say hello. Let us know you're here. What your favourite route is as well, if you've played this game. We'll see what's happening. Unlock the doors. I thought I'd done that. I have done that. I've done that on the wrong side. There we are. So we are currently at Manchester, Victoria. I think this is Manchester, Victoria. Is it Manchester, Victoria? Pretty sure it is. Forgotten now. It's been ages since I played this route. Absolutely ages. Probably another one that's in need of a bit of an update. Yeah, we're going to Leeds, so this is Manchester, Victoria, isn't it? Yeah, there we are, there's a sign. Tiny little sign on the wall. Right there. Let's lock the doors then, and we will be on our way. The first stop is Stalybridge. Take the brakes off. Also, what we need to do is actually set the reverser direction. That would help. There we are. Good evening, Jason. Hello. I wondered if you would pop in. Let's give it full thrash. We're already speeding because we thrashed it out the line. Diesel thrash is the best. Absolutely. We'll do some more in a minute. Once we can really open her up, we'll do some more thrash. We're coming to a stop for some reason. Why have we stopped? This incline. The incline out of Manchester. That's what we've got a problem with. We'll give it a bit more. The Blackpool 47s are the better ones because they've added the extra smoke effects. They've made it more immersive in that sense. Well, it would be if we could hear it, other than your voice is overpowering it. Oh, okay. We'll turn the microphone down a little bit. Sorry. Let's adjust my mic position as well. How's that? Is that any better? No game sound? That's odd. Game sound's coming through. Is it only coming through as a monitor though? That's the thing. Let's have a look. Mm-hmm. 2 seconds. It should be outputting. Is it outputting now? I've just adjusted some settings. How about now? Okay. That's good. I'll be distant from 1945. Are you doing the preview stream, are you? Oh no, it's the kickoff. The kickoff. It's a football match. It's an important football match for me and Jason tonight because it's Plymouth Argyle, which is my team, against the home of well, it's the team that Jason supports and where myself and Jason were both born, and that's Portsmouth. Oh, that's going a bit wrong. We've gone a bit too fast there. So Jason and myself are both were born in Portsmouth, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying. No? Going to watch us eat pasties. And tonight they're playing Portsmouth, Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth Argyle is of course the football team of the city in which I currently live and have lived for 25 years. So really is my home, because I only lived in Portsmouth till I was about 8 or 9. So although it's where I came from, where I was born, it's not the city I've lived in for the longest length of time. Plymouth is my home now. Comments about them being bottom of the table, yep, fine, acceptable. We know. But of course, for me and Jason, the big game is tonight. The battle of the dockyards, as it were. We all know which is the better dockyard, of course. But it remains to be seen how the scores go. Let's open the engine up again. So our first stop is Stalybridge, unchanged from Sunday. Annoys me how this is called a derby, but it absolutely is not. it's the South Coast. What they call it, the South Coast Derby, but it's really not, is it? Because we're Southwest. South Coast Derby would be Portsmouth versus Southampton, for example. It's not really a derby. The derby of the dockyards, I suppose. Like I say. Or the naval scrap. But again, not really. Yeah, it's one of those, it's not really a derby. A derby is if we were playing Exeter, then it'd be a Devon derby. Things like that. Let's accelerate up to 60. As we make our way to Stalybridge, we're calling at Stalybridge, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Leeds. Those are our stops tonight. Quite a bit of distance between all of those stations, of course. It's an hour-long run, this one. Good length, this route. Fairly good length, considering how early in Train Sim World's life cycle this came out. This is a fairly long route in comparison at the time. Obviously now we've got much longer routes, but at the time that this came out, it was a fairly long route. If we play like we did versus Leeds, we should be 4 or 5-0 up by half time. You're very optimistic. I mean, rightly so. I mean, we have not performed very well at all this season, but some of that could be accredited to the awful Wayne Rooney. To be honest, in fact, a lot of that could be accredited to Wayne Rooney. And then the other lot of that can be accredited to our awful director, chairman, Simon Hallett, who has money and doesn't want to spend it. He just needs to go. His interests are not where Argyle need them to be. And there have been lots and lots of calls for him to just go away. Win and we're all but safe. Game is more important now after Derby and Luton won last night. Yeah. How much trouble are you in if we beat you tonight? That's what I want to know. Are you in as much trouble as we are if we win tonight? I forgot about the game. I should have put my Argyle top on. I didn't. I all but forgot about it today. It's upstairs on the bed. None. You're still 7 points clear. Oh, okay. Pretty sure I changed those headlights. Why have I got that red light there then? That's interesting. One of these is the light switch. There we go. No, that's not it. That's what we want. We want that one off. That's better. There we go. Win tonight and other results go our way, then strangely we're closer to the playoffs than the drop zone. That's really bizarre, that is, isn't it? It's just the way the championship works, I suppose. give it some welly then. We're going through the first of our tunnels on this route. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Sort of. It's a very short tunnel. There we are. Still the first of a tunnel, but it's a short one. Yeah. The chat box is still not working properly. That's very strange. I definitely set the chat box up. Yeah. Well, it's not visible at least. There we go. It's working now. Is that too big? Does that need to be resized? That should be alright. So we're picking up the speed now. In fact, we're not. We need to slow down. We're going to overshoot. We are completely and utterly going to sail through Stalybridge unless all the braking that I've just applied works for us. I think it's going to. Sorry, passengers. There we go. That was a safe. Now, if Argyle can make saves like that tonight, I think we'll be alright. At least it isn't a spad. No, that's very true. Just lock those doors. We have wheel slip. Hang on. What's that all about? There we go. Next stop is Huddersfield, which is the next town over from where my parents currently live. But I haven't been on this section of the route. The driver would like to apologise for the harsh braking. He was just testing the brakes to make sure they're working. That's quite right. Looks like the 150 is getting absolutely pulled apart, and rightly so. I'm sorry, but they've done nothing to improve it, and people are rightly upset. They need to listen to the community. We've said this numerous times, and I'm more than happy. You know, as I said in my recent top 10 video, I know that there are people out there, or not so much the case in one person's situation, but there are people out there who will say that I'm incredibly biased when it comes to Train Sim World, and maybe there is some bias, a little bit, but at the same time I will call out the bugs, and I've said it time and time again. I will always call out the bugs and the things that I think aren't good enough. So yes, whilst people might call me biased, no, not really. Maybe a bit, but not really, because I do call out, and I don't just sit there and go, oh, I'm not as biased as people have said I am. Let's put it that way. When it comes to Train Sim World, I will call out the bugs when I see them, all the time, every time. So yeah, the 150, it just needs work. That's all it needs. It needs better sounds, or the sounds reworking. As I said to Jason the other day, they really do make a lot of noise when you're pulling away with them. They really do rev them. They're not as quiet as Dovetail seem to think they are. And I am more than happy to go and record some 150s somewhere, wherever they are. There's a few knocking around still down here. Majority of it's like 158s now though. There was a 150 that did the services to Cowstock and Callington, between Plymouth and Callington, and up to like Bear Alston and stuff like that. I think there might still be one knocking about, and I think there's one on the Loo line, on the Loo branch. But even that might be a 158 now. Certainly the last time we went down to Loo it was a 150, that's for sure. Let's accelerate up some more. Let's give it some thrash. The weather's changed. We've got quite a lot of cloud. So if we look at the map, we've got Huddersfield. So that's Stally Bridge, isn't it? So that's Stally Bridge. We're going this way. We're going up towards Huddersfield, which is here. And then these are the these are the lines that go up towards like Halifax. I think Halifax is up this way somewhere. Or it might even be up there. I can't remember. There's several lines that split and go up to Halifax. Might even be that one. Which is where I have been. So once we get to sort of like this part of the route a little bit, no, maybe not. This part of the route a bit more, then I can safely say that I've been on that part of the route. And you get a bingo for that. In fact, we'll take a look at the bingo card right now. We'll clear it off from last week. I think it's still got last week's results on there. There we are. So last week you scored 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you beat 6 tonight? Remains to be seen. Well, there we are. So, as you can see, we've got Spad, shut the doors mentioned, Geek Daddy blames Jason, forgets what he's saying, blames the chat, overshoot, breaks the train, washing machine finished running, politics corner, mentions he's been on the route, you can have that one, prob's not. What? Mentions he's been on the route, that is that one there. You've got one bingo already, and then all the others. Let's go back to the Xbox. What are you saying prob's not for? Sorry, oh, there's a... Look like a class 45. Possibly a 40. Bingo card, huh? Oh, right. Of course the weather's changed. Ridiculous. Maintain our speed as we climb this gradient. Lots of interesting gradients on this route. I've got probably not quite as many severe gradients as on, say, Shap, West Coast Mainline over Shap. Still a fair range of gradients indeed. Just checking something. I'm alright. There we are. Oh, we seem to be slowing down. Yeah. Game ready now, let's go. Okay. So this is the tunnel. One of the tunnels. We've got Halifax here. And then this is the line to Halifax. Up there, that I've just looked on a Google map. That's where it goes up to like Brighouse and Halifax, up that way. And this tunnel is, for the life of me, escaping me. This is probably is this stand edge? I think it's probably stand edge tunnel, isn't it? So this stand edge, the summit, Totley, Woodhead are on this route, apparently on the Trans-Pennine route anyway. I think this is probably stand edge, if I remember correctly. I'm sure Jason will tell me it's not, if I've got it wrong, but I think I'm right. There's a canal tunnel that runs alongside that my dad has been down. This is a long tunnel. Stand edge tunnel, yeah. Thank you for confirming it. I thought it was. Do need to brake. 40 coming out of there. Way too fast. Way too fast out of there. Unfortunately, there's the canal there. To the right of us. We slowed ourselves down a little bit too much there. As we came out of the tunnel, I realised we were going a bit quick. Slowed us down, but it slowed us down a lot. Never mind. One of those things. So this is Stand Edge Station here. I think. Is it called Stand Edge Station or is it something else? Might be something like Morley, actually. I think that's Morley, wasn't it? I can't remember. Like I say, it's been ages since I played this route. I'm not familiar with this end of the route. The Leeds end, I'm much more familiar with. There's a hot air balloon very, very close to the ground there. I think that's part of the mastery unlock. Yeah. It's part of the mastery unlock. Hot air balloon in the field. We'll accelerate a little bit, and we are going down the gradient now, so maintain our manage our speed, especially as we're coming to Huddersfield, because you come out of a tunnel and then it's 15 mile an hour. I remember that much at least. So we'll get up to speed and then we'll just coast. we'll do this run and then we'll see if we can do a shorter run with Class 101 or something and distract Jason from the football. We'll see. We'll see if we can. There we are. Right, we've gotten up to speed. We'll use the straight brake to slow us down. The straight brake is obviously less powerful than driver's brake. So, a bit more easier to not shut the train down completely. There we go. And then we'll swap to the driver's brake now. (101) 101 or football, I know what'll win. I think it's a very close tie, isn't it? The football's probably just going to win out over the 101, maybe. Bit close to call that. Might have to flip a coin. Play up, Pompey, Pompey, play up. There we are. To which I will respond with, Green Army! Sorry, Amelia was looking for her book bag. She's got it now. So 2.6 miles to Huddersfield now. Like I say, we have a tunnel coming up as we approach Huddersfield, and then at the end of that tunnel it goes to 15 mile an hour as we enter Huddersfield, so we do have to be aware of that. I remember that much about the route, that's for sure. Nothing else about the route I remember, but certainly that bit. I'm pretty sure there's a tunnel. Odd though, because I can't see it now. I think that's the tunnel. A grey bit. I think that's a tunnel there. So here we go, this is the tunnel now. As you can see, the 15 is on the track monitor up in the right hand corner. So we do need to start slowing down. We'll ease off that now. 3. Enter what is only the darkest depths of the Pennines. In this tunnel there's literally nothing. Where the light is coming from in the cab, I have no idea. There's a 101 in the station at Huddersfield there. That has brought us to a stop, which is not what we wanted. We wanted just to slow down. Anyway, we will give ourselves some power and pull into Huddersfield station properly. Oh, that's 2 101 units there. There's an 08. Lovely. Always like to see one of those. There's another 47 over there. Full service on the brakes. We'll stop here. Perfect. There we are. That was a good stop. I'm quite pleased with that. Just stopping at Huddersfield. Hey up, geek. How are you doing on this fine, weirdly weathered evening? Weirdly weathered evening. It's not too weird. It's very cold here. Only 7 degrees at the moment, but not too bad. It's not raining. I don't think it's been raining. Anyway, I haven't really been out today. I was out yesterday. I've been feeling the cold today, but other than that, I'm alright. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining again, Techno. Nice to see you. Just stopping at Huddersfield. It's been snowing, hailing, raining and sunny here. Oh my goodness. That is insane. Just stopping at Huddersfield. Yes, I'm stopping at Huddersfield. Why? Because you think I wouldn't? Do you think I wouldn't be stopping? I mean, there have been a fair few occasions we've done this route, Jason, and I've flown through Huddersfield. But not this time. Like I say, this is up there, and then that is the junction. That goes up towards Halifax, and then from other lines up towards Halifax from like Leeds on that line up there. That's a single line up that way. That's interesting. I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? It's coming out of Huddersfield. Where's that? That's interesting. There's not a second line on that route, on that bit, but there is that goes up to there. I don't know. Odd. Calling points, I meant. Huddersfield, yeah, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Leeds are our calling points. So it was started at Manchester, stopped at Stalybridge, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Leeds. Those are our calling points. We're not an all stops service. If we did the 101, I think that probably would be an all stops, wouldn't it? principal stations only, apparently. Give it some fresh out of Huddersfield, why not? Semi-fast, yeah, pretty much. Getting a crackling noise in my headphones. Might be just Xbox sounds. I don't know. Good. Up to 40. So we'll give it some fresh now. My Discord got hacked early in the evening yesterday. How fun. The hackers started messaging loads of people who I haven't spoken to in years. I managed to regain control of the account now. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of messages from one of the servers I'm in. In fact, the server for Star Trekker, which if you see my video you'll see is the number 2 game in my top 10. A lot of people from their server have been messaging me privately going, how is your content coming? How's your channel growing? And I'm like, why? Are you... So my instant response was... my channel's growing just fine, and no, I don't need any graphic design or overlays from you. I create all my own graphics. I'm a graphic designer myself. And they promptly blocked me, so that tells you everything, doesn't it? Tells you everything that I needed to know about who they are. These sort of spam bots. I do graphic design. Okay, so do I. Yeah. I don't need some spam bot asking me if I want them to do my graphics. I do it all myself. I've been doing it for years. I went to university to learn graphics and Photoshop and art and design. I've literally, it's what I did through school was graphics and art and design. I'm probably better qualified as a graphic designer than these spam bot Chinese. I can create you a logo. Okay, alright. Creating logo with AI. Brilliant. Yeah, well done. Certainly is. I had absolutely everything enabled, although they somehow managed to get in. I'll send you an image on Discord in a bit with what they sent loads of people. Ah, okay. I don't know if they've still got you on Discord. Might have to have a look. Let's see. Possibly. I've changed my Discord account since since summer last year, when I locked myself out. No, that's true. But like I say, I've got a different Discord account effectively because I locked myself out of my old Discord in summer when I upgraded my phone. But certainly, if you click the link that Nightbot has been posting to join my Discord, you'll find that I'm on there, so you can message me through that way if you want. Oh, that went down a bit, didn't it? I was just speeding up to that 70, and then it dropped the speed down to 50. Brilliant, thanks. So we're now headed towards Dewsbury. Another tunnel coming up. I can't remember if I've been to Dewsbury or not. I think I probably have. I don't know. I hit the wrong shoulder button there. Just sent you a friend request. Okay, I shall have a look in just a moment. While we accelerate up to 50, I'll have a look. Da, 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 da. Have you sent it to the right one? Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go, right. Right, okay. Let's concentrate on driving the train. I'll get to that in a minute. Somehow I can fly a fully functional Boeing 737 or Microsoft Flight Sim, but I can never remember how to operate a train on TSW. Happy days. Ah, well, you see, I'm the reverse. I would have no clue how to operate a 737 on Microsoft Flight Sim. I can just about manage to take off and land in a Cessna, but I mean, keeping it airborne, I have no clue how I managed to do it, but I do. Or did the last time I played it. But anything more advanced than that, and I'm struggling. I think when the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 came out, I played that a fair bit and did manage to do a few flights around America and like places like Disney World and stuff in a Cessna or something. But if I tried it now, I probably would really struggle. And I still don't know how to drive properly. Actually, I would say I'm improved. I do all right. I don't get it right all the time. No, I have improved. He says, going through this station at 60 miles an hour when it's a speed limit of 45. Jason's rather proven his point now. Or I've rather proven Jason's point. Never mind. Yeah, the thing is, you know, I do have an interest in aviation because my granddad worked in the aviation industry. I just really struggle. I think the problem is my brain, because of my health conditions, my brain struggles to hold too much information. So trying to sort of figure out what I'm doing all the time in a plane, like having to remember to fiddle with that and fiddle with this, I get overloaded. My brain just goes, no, I can't maintain it. I'm turning off, sort of thing. From East Smith to Malaga. Yeah. I just don't think I could do it. Maybe I'll try it one day. Who knows? I've always enjoyed trains. Though trains, I've always loved trains. My granddad on my dad's side has always had an interest in trains. I guess I just sort of picked that up as well. And I still like planes. I love seeing them, you know. But trying to sit there and play something like Flight Sim, I just get overloaded. My brain just said no. We are stopping here, so I need to slow down. I don't know how I did that. All the brakes. Just whack everything on full and hope for the best. The hardest part about the 737 is generally the startup procedure. Always a pain. Every other plane is easier, to be fair. But once you get on the runway, it's plain sailing. That's probably fair enough. It's just all the other little bits and pieces, like maintaining the communications with air traffic control and managing the ailerons and the elevators and yeah, all the other bits and pieces and all that navigation stuff. It's there's a lot going on that you have to kind of fiddle with and remember. And I'm not completely convinced that on console those things are the easiest to manage. On PC probably you've got a keyboard and all that sort of stuff. It's just remembering all the controls as well. I just can't do it. Too much going on. So we're off to our final destination. Once you're up in the air, all you have to worry about is ATC and making sure you're following the right flight path. Autopilot takes over everything. Well, in a plane like the 737, then yeah, probably. But some of the other planes, maybe not. I don't know. Accelerating to 50. Up we go. Brake on. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. We still had a brake on. That's why the train was struggling to accelerate. We had the straight brake. Airbus is by far one of the easiest airliners to fly, but in the Boeing there is no fly-by-wire, so keeping the plane centered by moving the yoke with small movements is critical. Yeah. Safe to say you get an amazing arm workout after landing, I'm sure. Especially if you're using a HOTUS. Or a HOTAS. I don't know how it's pronounced. HOTAS. Game isn't great so far, for you or us? Or just in general? We've got 5 miles left to go, or just under 6 miles. Either. To be fair, I use a officially licensed Boeing yoke by Thrustmaster, so I get a better feel of where. Oh, that's cool. I've looked at that. I just don't play flight sim enough to warrant buying a flight stick or a yoke thing. So, yeah. I did look at the Farm Stick 2 that was recently released by Thrustmaster for farming sim. Potential to get that at some point. Tempting anyway. Tempting. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, the game I'm playing most is Expeditions and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I'm playing off camera. As well as this. But I'm also painting a load of stuff, so there are days where I don't put the Xbox on till the evening, which is not like me at all. Normally I don't do anything but sit on the Xbox, but lately I've been finding other things to do. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. I've got quite a lot of miniatures to paint, so sitting there and painting it. But then there are other times where I start painting and my hands start cramping up, so I have to stop. But I'll get there. There's no deadline for the painting. It's just as and when, a little bit at a time, and I'll chip away at it. I played Expeditions, but I honestly hated it, especially since how the wheel reacted. You can change the wheel settings as well now, because they've updated it. Since it was released, they've put a lot of updates and work into it. I really like it now. It was quite bad on launch, it was quite buggy. But they put a lot of work in. It's a quite enjoyable game. I enjoy it. I understand, you know, it's not the same as SnowRunner. It's not quite as open world. You've got the missions. Each expedition is sort of gated. So you set up the expedition, you do the missions, you end it, and then you're back to the sort of menu. So I understand that can be quite jarring compared to like SnowRunner, where you load into the map and you do all the missions and you can do whatever. Yeah, I get it. But there are times where I want to play something like SnowRunner, but I don't have the time to do SnowRunner itself, so I'll just jump on Expedition. So yeah, it's not a bad game. I'm looking forward to Roadcraft, of course. I think that'll be an interesting take on the series as well. So we are 2.5 miles away from Leeds, our final destination on this run, and then we'll look at doing a 101 service or something. tourist bus sim will ever get updated with wheel support and stuff. They said they would soon, but never seen any updates. Yeah, see, my wheel doesn't have force feedback or resistance. It's literally, it's not really a wheel. It's a wheel-shaped controller. I have the Hori overdrive wheel. It's literally just plug and play. It works for most stuff. I'm happy enough with it. Which I use predominantly on things like SnowRunner and Fernbus, to be honest. Yeah, it's basically, it acts as a controller. It's a wheel in that it's shaped and built like a wheel, but it's effectively a controller. Yeah, not a wheel in a sense of a Thrustmaster wheel or anything like that. Temptation is to get a Thrustmaster wheel for like farming sim and stuff, but there aren't enough console games that require using that kind of wheel, I suppose, or support it. Certainly not the games that I play. Sure, if you're playing a lot of like Forza or something like that, then fine, but so we need to get down to 25 miles an hour quite quickly. Quicker than that. We are very seriously speeding as we come into Leeds. A station that I do know. I have been here. I've been to Leeds Station. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I see what you mean. Bingo. We've already had the bingo. I've already done that. Right down the bottom is there, bingo. I've already had it. Did it earlier. Leeds look vastly different to how it looks here. That'll do. I'm not getting any closer. So when I was at Leeds, I was... It's slightly different now, but I was somewhere over here somewhere on one of these platforms. This one, platform 12. This one, this platform. That's where I was. I went to Leeds. Like I say, it looks vastly different now. I sent you what the hacker sent to me, lots of people. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Da, da, da. Yeah, I've had those sort of messages before. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Pretty sure he got me banned from a few servers. Probably. It probably did happen. When those sort of messages are scams or spam, people tend to just hit the ban button. Right, let's go to the main menu. Let's decide what to do. We have around about 45 minutes, so we can probably get another service in. Probably not a full length 47 service or anything like that, but certainly a service to some description. Let's have a look. What have we got? Oh. Does the Blackpool branches... oh no, not, does it? Oh well. Still waiting for my mate to get back into his account. He hasn't been as lucky as me to regain control. That's odd. I thought the Blackpool branches... Oh, Tees Valley. Yes, they use the Tees Valley model. Yeah, of course. Okay, alright, no problem. 37 minutes. Huddersfield, all stops. That'll do. We'll do that one. Nice and straightforward. Jason's here for the 101 mayhem that's going to ensue, because this isn't the Blackpool 101 or the West Coast Mainline 101. I'm going to possibly have problems with this. Because the gearing's slightly different. Well, no, it is and it isn't. But mostly it is. Right. That one, we want that one in forward. Notch one. Let's put the lights on. Now, completely unrelated matter, but the snack right prawn cocktail crisps have way more flavour than the original Walkers. I'll take your word for it. The only prawn cocktail crisps I like are Skips. Other than that, I'm probably not going to bother too much to eat prawn cocktail. I'm a cheese and onion crisp fan, or like hot and spicy if they're sort of like Wotsits or something like that. Or if you go for like McCoy's, again, it's like Thai sweet curry or barbecue beef sort of flavour steak. I agree, tech. Okay. You can have your prawn cocktail conversation. Yeah. I've got a bag of cheesy Doritos at the moment. I'm working through. They go really nice with a chili. Haven't had Skips in years. Better get some soon. Yeah, I mean, Skips... We haven't had Skips in a while. I think Amelia used to like them at one point. Right, Morley is the first stop. We need to release the brakes. There we go. This is only a 2-car 101. Why is that flickering? These graphics are flickering now. That seemed like a bug that we had a long time ago is resurfacing. It's very odd. Prawn cocktail is the best. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. £10 an hour out of Leeds. Believe it or not. Which we are speeding. Well, we can go up to 20 now. In my local Aldi, other shops are available. They're selling Takis at a price of $3.49 rip-off. You can get them in Spain for £1. Yes, but not everyone can afford to go to Spain to buy crisps. Techno, eh? But that is quite expensive. That, like a multi-pack, that's quite expensive. Well, Techno has a regular sized bag. Okay, Nightbot is warning you, so I just be careful. Nightbot doesn't like it if you spam things. Yeah, just tell him to be quiet. He'll be alright. Nightbot will hush down. Jason will time Nightbot out if need be. Off we go, accelerating. Up another notch in the gears. We should probably fiddle with the... If we do this on the keyboard, there we go, Huddersfield, coming out, that'll do. Shut up, you arsehole bot. Any good songs? I love my techno. What a coincidence. I don't really listen to techno much anymore. The only real time that there was that I really sort of listened to any techno is if it was on the radio station that I was part of. I'm not going to mention that radio station anymore because things happened, and in a sense they are still happening, because I have made various complaints against them to various places. But yes, they played a bit of techno every now and then, much to my annoyance. Capital, no, it was an online radio station, community-led radio station, so not a digital radio station as such. So Morley's the first stop. We're 1.4 miles away. That's our first stops. We've got Morley, Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Mirfield, Dayton and Huddersfield. I've been to Mirfield. I'm pretty sure that is one of the stops on the way up to Halifax from the, if you're on the Grand Central. Pretty sure it's Mirfield. Kind of remember stopping at somewhere like Mirfield. Radio Mansfield has quite a few good songs on there every once in a while. Speaking of today, I had two at my door trying to sell Easter eggs. Safe to say they never came back. Of course. They'll sell their own kidneys if it means they get a score. Techno, I have to say. Some of them, some people will literally do anything to score. It just reminded me I need to put my doorbell back up after charging it. I'll do that in a minute. We might spad now. I think we're definitely going to spad. Here we are, Jason. We're going to spad. There we go. That's a bingo. When your train passes red and your passengers are dead, that's a spad. That's amore. It just reminded me that mine needs charging. Yeah, I know. I charged mine the other day, or put the battery on charge, but it takes a while to charge, and I forgot about it until recently. And so I've just looked at the battery. It's now charged. So I need to put it back up. Spad. Spad, spad, spad. I knew he was going to clip me. I knew he was going to clip it. There we are. 1-0 Plymouth. Yes, get on. But bloody well is as well. First half. 1-0. With an assist from Ryan Hardy, Bundu scored. Yes, get in. Got 3 minutes of extra of injury time. That's what we like to see. So I give Jason a spad. Plymouth reward me by giving me a goal. Love it. I don't know that we've got enough time left of the stream to do another service. Let's have a look and see what we've got in the way of. Collect some vans together and run them up to Red Bank. What's this one? Van swap. This is just shunting work. They're okay, but they don't really, yeah, Yeah, don't really have time now to run another service. 36 minutes. Okay. We'll do a quick shunting move, I think, just for 15 minutes, just to round off the evening, see how we get on. We've still got half an hour or so. Oh, it's night time. We don't want to do that service then, do we? Try not to do nighttime services on the stream. Let's see. Game's going to take forever to load now. Six o'clock service, 2-minute service, 12-minute service. Return shunted to Red Bank. 7 minutes. We'll do that one. 7 minutes. We'll do that and then we'll finish a bit early, I think. There's no real sense in trying to do another full length run now. Why is my camera all gone funny? Of course. Sort the master key out. Which is that. That says master key switches on. Why can't I activate the throttle? There we go. Half time so far we've dominated and one defensive error causes a goal. That's all it takes. My camera's gone all funny. We don't seem to be going very fast. I am aware that this thing has like a top speed of 15, of course. That's been released. Handbrake's not on. Should be able to go a little bit faster. The reverser is in reverse. That's a bit strange. Which means it's probably just rolling at that point with the engine trying to... Yeah, okay. Messed that up, haven't I? See how we go now. There we go. There we go. Look, we're actually making some speed. Denied, no route available. on, pluck a little engine, off you go. We're literally just going to the sidings with this, just to finish off our evening. Just going to run from the station up to the sidings and just park there. Lots and lots of carriages in the siding. We are carrying on. Signal 300 yards, we're going all the way up there. There's a siding, there's another siding up ahead. There's already another 08 station. Oh, objective failure. What did I do? Did I fail to stop somewhere? Probably. It would seem so. Okay. All right. We failed. We failed something. What are we supposed to be doing? It wants us to go all the way back down to there. We were probably supposed to stop. Set the points. Manual points hit. That one's fine. Let's check this one. Change that one. And what about this one? That one's fine. Make sure our path is set. There we go. Right. Apparently the train's reversing by itself now. Of course it will, because we're on the incline. We could just let it roll back. We don't have to actually give it any power. Let's go for it. Oh dear, I've got hiccups. Standard for me to fail on a stream. Yeah, I mean, it's not unusual, is it? it really is not going to give me any luck. It's like, no, you must stop here. Right, okay. I'm going to have to put the objective marker on because it's giving me nothing. Not that one, it's that one. It's around here somewhere. There we go. There we go. We got there in the end. Right. I'm going to end the stream there. There's no real sense in trying to find something else to do for the last 15 minutes. Thank you to everyone who has joined. Everyone who popped in to the chat. Thank you, losing my voice. Thank you, Techno. Thank you, Jason. Thanks, Dougie. And everyone else who has been watching. That's it for now. I shall see you next week. We may or may not have Cardiff. We'll see. Cardiff releases next Tuesday, and we may or may not play it on the Wednesday. We'll have to see how we do and what happens. I need to work out finances and stuff. All right. Thank you very much for now. I shall see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.